seems like a broken record, but you guys sure seem to know how to respond to adversity.
Yeah, there's a lot of character in that locker room, a lot of trust. And the chemistry too is high. I think your leader is always ready to play. It's easy to follow. Luka was ready. The bounce back game from playing Minnesota. I thought the guys responded. I thought Keith was great with Lively going down. Stepped in and played a lot of minutes. But I thought the bench was great, 52 points from the bench tonight. So normally it's the starters who kind of carry the load, but tonight you saw the bench was big.
What has Markieff been doing to earn time, or is it just nature of you guys being shorthanded?
No, I think it's he's a pro, and we've been playing him some minutes here of late. Just being able to stretch the defense also gives us some physicality, some toughness. Knows how to play. You saw that with the double teams being able to shoot the midi, and then also being able to extend the 3 points, being able to shoot the three. And then he showed that he can pass. A nice pass to D Jones there for a lob. So, but there's a lot of trust with Smooth, and he's always been prepared. He's always ready, and that's what you can ask for when you're that 12th, 13th, 14th man on the team. But on this team, anybody is going to play, and everybody's going to play. You just have to be ready, and I think he's a perfect example for those young players in our locker room, how to be a pro.
Do you just lose words, Jason, when you're trying to describe what Luka is able to do night in and night out?
Yeah, I mean, when you talk about someone who passed Dirk for the most 35-point games, Dirk played for 100 years, and Luka's played for 6. That's how good he is. And then you talk about passing Wilt for the most 40-point triple-doubles. I mean, that's just how special. And I've said this day one and will continue, is that we can't take him for granted. He is special. And, again, what he did tonight, you could say shorthanded. He goes out there and puts his teammates in a position to be successful. I don't know if you guys were seeing, but even when they made the run, he brought the team together. You can see the maturity. There's no panic with this young man, and so it's pretty special to watch on the nightly or the daily. That we're lucky as coaches and teammates to be able to watch him play.
The injuries are live. Is it anything serious you got concerned?
Yeah, it's just a sprained ankle. X-rays were negative, so it's just a sprained ankle.
With Luka scoring 30 points in the first half, it seemed like you guys had a lot of success against drop coverage with DeAndre Ayton on the floor. What makes Luka so challenging for a defense to contain in drop coverage?
Yeah, when you look at the drop coverage, his ability, if you set a screen and hold the screen, the ability to shoot the three, the ability to get to the basket, and then being able to be a threat to pass. So it's tough. There's I don't know, for a young man to get double teamed as much as he has, and is averaging over 30 points a night, 8 assists, 8 rebounds. It's just amazing what he's capable of doing against not just the drop, but any defense. And I think just the patience he's having with the double team, because he knows it's coming, but the trust that he has with his teammates. But the question you asked about the drop, I think that's probably one of his favorite defenses.
Nice comeback game for Tim. What did you see from him tonight?
Yeah, we talked about it earlier about being, the sixth man of the year. I think a great bounce back game from the last one. He had great looks in that game at home against Minnesota. We move on. He moved on, and tonight he was big for us off the bench.
Jason, they double-teamed Luka for most of that second half, and you had not only Markieff but Derrick, 5 guys in double figures with this slim of a roster. How big was that?
Yeah, it's huge. It starts with Luka, the trust, the energy he has when he passes the ball. He trusts once he lets go of it that he's done his part in advantage basketball. We've seen a lot here early in the season. and guys have really studied and have become very comfortable in understanding what they have to do. And you can see that with the ball movement and being able not just to settle for threes, but to attack. You see Exum is attacking, getting to the rim. But the other side of that, we're getting wide open threes. And it's just some nights they'll go in and some nights they don't. But I think if we can continue to keep with this philosophy of advantage basketball, it puts us in a position to win.
Jason, you guys have the best road record in the NBA. What is it about this team when you play on the road?
Maybe because we feel like we've been on the road the whole season so far. so if you're going to play most of your games on the road, you're going to have to try to figure out how to win them. No, I think it's a group. It's a great question. I think we're comfortable on the road. I think we started outside the country, so we have to figure out how to win. But I think it's just guys are comfortable on the road, and this is a close-knit group, so it's pretty cool.
I know you talked about the bench scoring 52 points. Can you talk about them performing on the other side of the ball?
Yeah, the defense, you look at understanding we got to get stops, and I thought we did a good job there. In that second quarter, our pace, we started to run and get looks. But our defense, being able to limit, Portland's a tough team because if they do miss, they tend to come up with the offensive rebound. So I thought the guys did a great job of boxing out and finding a way to come up with rebounds and then getting out and run. But our defense right now won't get a lot of recognition because we don't stop anybody or hold anybody under 100. But our defense puts us in a position to get out and run and find a way to score.
Thank you, Coach.
Thanks.
What'd you see on that lob dunk, Derrick, that kind of sealed the game, the pass you got from Marquise?
I was open in the corner, so it was either me take the shot or get a wide open dunk. To be honest with you, I ain't gonna turn down a dunk ever. Never.
When Luka has it going like that, you're on the court or on the bench watching that, what's going on through your head when you're seeing all those crazy things that he's able to do?
Do whatever I could do to support him, help him, and make him play even better. That's just my job here. I go out there, do all the dirty work. I play defense. I take on the matchup, whoever the top guy is, and I just do my job. Really, that's just all I'm here for.
Derrick said the other day, lively, that you're probably the best defender on the team. Why, in your mind, do you thrive in that role of always taking on the best of the others?
For me, it's fun. I have a lot of fun stopping players from getting the shots that they want and knocking down the shots that they want. And it's just, like I said, it's just fun to me. And I told my teammates in the beginning of the year, but I feel like this is the year that I feel like I could possibly be first team, second team all defense. That's what I'm going for.
Why did you feel that in the beginning of the year? Is it something you did this offseason, or you just felt like it was time?
Nah, I feel like I always was able to guard on that level. I never had the role. I never played the right amount of minutes to get it. And now it's gone, and I just got to keep doing what I'm doing.
Does it feel extra special to have good games in Portland?
Personally, it's not about the city that I play in. I'm just glad I'm just always glad to have a good game whenever I have a good game. And no matter where I'm at, if it's Utah, Portland, Oklahoma City, Miami, it really don't matter. Chicago, it doesn't matter.
Through the years, you have had to guard Luka
Mm-hmm.
on occasion. And now that you're seeing him up close, how would you compare his level of play to in the past when you've run up against him?
To be honest with you, I told him and Kai the same thing. When I wasn't here, before I came here, playing against him, I always thought that they got the whistle. I always thought that they got a lot of fouls called for them. Now that I'm on 18, they really don't be getting a whistle like that. That's crazy. It might be me, but they don't be getting a whistle like they should. I feel like Luka should shoot at least 12, 13 a game. His hands is always on him. He always getting to the rim and always constant pressure putting on the rim, and he's always getting fouled. But he barely get the call. So
I think he's harder to stop now than he was.
for sure. His decision making on the floor, just his poise when he got the ball in his hands. You can't speed him up. He plays at his own pace, and I mean that's a great thing about him. And you just let him play at his pace and let him be who he is, and he's gonna make everybody around him look great.
What did you see out of Timmy tonight? He had a nice bounce back game.
Timmy is always a guy that we look forward into. We look forward for him to getting them shots up because we know the type of player that Timmy is. He's off the bench. He's electrifying. You know, he can get it going at any moment of the game, and that's what we just try to get him going whenever we come on the floor.
You
Derrick,
looking forward to playing the defending champs on Monday?
Say that again.
Looking forward to playing the defending champions on Monday, Denver?
Always. Anytime I get a basketball game, I'm looking forward to it. My opponent don't change my mindset towards the game.
Luka, you talk about that poise that he has on the court. What does that look like off the court to you guys? You lose lively, everybody steps up, just kind of, he has a no panic, it seems like.
Yeah, I mean, like I said before, it's a next man up league. If one man go down, which is unfortunate, we never want nobody to go down. But if one guy goes down, the next man got to step up. DP played wonderful tonight at that 5 role. Markeith did his thing when he came in the game. And like I said, it's just you got to be the next man up. And whenever your number gets called, you got to be ready to play.
Right there.
Thanks,
Appreciate it.
Appreciate it.